Hi guys, it's me, Mason Sushi, and I want to talk to you about a bug that's bitten me. And according to the title, you're gonna know what it is. So, is Pokemon Black. I've not ever really gotten attached to one of these games and really delved into any of them. I always kind of consider them more of the kiddie line, but I find that it's a really intricate system. I'm on my just finished my second badge, and I don't remember every one of the Pokemon that are in my group. But it's a fun little challenging game. If you don't know, the premise is you start off with one of three, and your opponent picks whichever one yours is weak against. So it's like a rock paper scissors: fire, water, grass. And so like fire is weak to water, so forth. And and so you start off with one, and then you go out into the woods as either a little boy or a little girl, and go out and try to catch more Pokemon, and then try to be the best in the land. From what I understand, the Pokemon Black is more of a Black and White have more of a story, and I'm kind of starting to get it a little bit. I don't get to play like sit down and consistently for hours and hours like a lot of people do. So usually when I do get to play, it's more like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So it's kind of difficult, but like I said, I'm two badges into it. And I wish I could get a few more Pokemon. I kind of thought I was going to be catching them at a more rapid pace than I am. I find that I end up grinding through quite a few of the same ones over and over again. So I think I've only seen like 15 different Pokemon or 10 different Pokemon or something like that. And I thought I would have gotten a few more. But what kind of got me sparked into this was Dog in My Lens. Holly, she did a video on it, and it really kind of got me interested again. My first foray into it was Blue in the mid 90s. I guess it was 98, 97, 98, whenever this one came out. So I was, well out of high school and college, and people were talking about it, and I was just like, yeah, I'll pick it up cheap. And so I went to the store, bought it, and had a buddy of mine buy the red one. He's grown too, so I mean it's not like I was playing with a kid or anything. But so we set out and we started playing a little bit, and then we just kind of gave up because of just one, I didn't care for its style on the Game Boy. I was playing it on the Game Boy Color, so it looked a little better, but it just didn't catch me. I don't know why. I did not want to catch them all, as funny as that sounds, but I got to where I didn't think anything of the series, and so then I guess they had Crystal come out and Yellow and what was it, Crystal, and I don't even remember all the kinds they have. Some of the Game Boy Colors, there's Crystal and Gold. Oh, Pokemon Gold and Silver. I think Crystal was the combo. They have a great scam going on. So they released two of them, and then they released the one that sums up the best parts of both of them. So if you're really wanting to get involved in it, wait till the third one comes out for that set of three. So like for instance, in Blue and Red came out, and I believe in Japan they didn't have blue; they had green, so it was green and red. But it was Blue and Red in the States, and it was Yellow that kind of combined the two of them. And I think it had starred Pikachu, which you start off with, and then you started with him as a default Pokemon. I don't think you got to choose, and then it just kind of combined some of the Pokemon from them and created more. And then they had the Gold and Silver, I think, with Crystal. That's it, with Crystal being the combo one. And I hear those have weak batteries, so like they only last like a couple years. So if you look around, a lot of people are having to sell them off, or trying to get them to get soldered on with new batteries. Which, fortunately for me, if I had the right small battery, I could do. But and then after that, they moved on to the Advance, I believe. And with the Advance brought in, what is it, Ruby and Sapphire, with what's it, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald being the combo one. And actually, I just picked that up for $10. And then after that, they released. I know most of you that are watching this already know the whole story. I don't know why I'm repeating it. Then Leaf Green, Fire Red, which are rehashes of Blue and Red, and then you start the DS series. With Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, which I just bought. I haven't opened. I'm going to keep that one sealed. That one's got to be a little more difficult to find. And now with the release of, then they redid. They had Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I think, which were the releases of redos of Gold and Silver, and then now Black and White. So I think I just went through them all for the portables. But it's a fun series. It's hard to explain. I like how they give you have different options of getting and saving up and getting different ball types, which allow you to increase your chances of not buying, but catching the Pokemon. You have to knock the Pokemon's health down real low, and then once you get it down low enough, you can toss a ball. Well, once you toss the ball, there's a chance of it, escaping from it. The better the ball, the more expensive it is, the higher probability it'll catch it. And then this one I think they introduced, which they didn't have in that one, and I don't know what the intermediate steps of all, but they introduced like multiple battles, so you can have 2 of your Pokemon fighting at the same time, and I think there's even 3 at some point, but I'm not in there yet with it. And so, yeah, that's kind of cool. And so you pick your team. You can carry up to like 8 at a time, I think, 6 or 8. But you can only have, 1 at a time out for the most part. And so you kind of have to pick which one's going to be your lead-off guy. And so depending on what area you're fighting in, you might want to have a water guy if you're in a fire area. And I picked that grass guy first because I just picked it because he looked cool compared to the other one. The other one was a pig. I was like, no, pig ain't going to do nothing. And then that little ugly bastard, little like panda teddy bear thing. But come to find out, the green one's like mostly defense and does no attack. And the blue one for the water is kind of like the middle ground. The red one's all attack with no defense. I come to find out I need a red guy because I'm constantly fighting grass-type Pokemon and things like that, and I haven't found a single fire guy to capture yet, which is really frustrating. I don't know if they come later in the game in this or what, but it's really frustrating. And I can't get like a Charmander or something from one of the old ones and bring him in because you have to beat the game before you can trade. And that's another thing. It has an online thing that's supposed to be pretty cool, but unfortunately for me, I'm having issue hooking my DS up online. Now there was a free one you could use. His name is Celebi or whatever his name is. Victini, but he's only good through April 10th, which is past today. And so I tried really hard before April 10th to hook my DS up to the Wi-Fi. I even drove around the neighborhood trying to find Wi-Fi I could leech off of for like 5 minutes to see if I could download it. I went to McDonald's. I drove all around trying to find a stupid Nintendo Wi-Fi thing for my DS Lite to attach to so I could get it. I run Linux at home right now, Ubuntu, and so I have the little dongle, but I can't get it to work right with it. I have to run, I guess, this other wine thing and insert it in. I don't really care about that, but so I can't run my Nintendo Wi-Fi to download my Pokemon. So I can't trade with anybody. I was going to see if I could hook up with Doggermon Lintali and see if I could trade with her or something. I only have a little crummy basic Pokemon, but yeah, it's a fun game. I suggest that if you like RPGs, want light RPGs, it's definitely a series to kind of get into. With the prices of these things they hold their value pretty well. Even like the red and blues, the old ones from the late 90s, those things can still run you, with a decent label and everything, just loose. I've seen them like 15, maybe even up to $20, depending on if people are fighting on them on eBay. Of course, if you're in person or in a store, you might be able to negotiate down. A local shop of mine, I got the Emerald for $10. So, with a good label. So you got to make sure that you look around. GameStops are selling the advanced versions. They don't carry the Game Boy and Game Boy Color versions anymore, but the advanced versions they sell right now range from like $24 to $30. And you really, really have to pay attention to get real copies of them. You have to do your research. Fire Red and Leaf Green do not have batteries. What you need to do to check that is hold it up so where you can see the pins. There's writing Nintendo on it, but I don't even trust that. What I do is I look through the base of the cartridge and hold that part up the top to a light. If you can look through there and see a battery in the Fire Red and Leaf Green, it's fake. Just to let you know. And the other ones, the Ruby, Emerald, Sapphires have batteries, but you kind of have to be a little more familiar with the board and everything. Also, if it has a crummy label or if the cart's gray, it's obviously fake. So do your research before you buy those, because there's people on eBay right now selling like all 5 of the advanced versions, like a bundle from China or Japan, and they're all bootlegs. And so you start them, you play them, you'll lose your save, or they'll corrupt and they'll pixelate and crap. So, if you're getting into the series, make sure you buy from a reputable source. Go to a collector forum like Nintendo Age or Digital Press, and go to places like that where the people know they have an authentic product that you can buy or trade from. If you do buy on eBay, be really, really cautious of who you deal with. If you go to GameStop, you can kind of pick them up. You can ask to check them out before you pay for them, which is kind of, you pay a premium, but you guarantee you get one that's real if you know what you're looking for. So, yeah, it's a fun series. It unfortunately has a youthful vibe. I really would love to see the series. I understand the point of it's kind of cutesy, but see, I came along, I was already older. The people that were, let's just say you were, 10, when it came out, hell, you're, in your mid-20s now. So, I wish the thing would have kind of evolved. Those people I don't mind as much because it's, reliving the past. But someone like me, I was already I was in college when it came out. So, when Blue and Red came out in the States. So, I kind of wanted it to mature more. I kind of wanted them to, I don't mind the kids so much, but I wish the Pokemon creatures themselves were a little more evolved into, dare I say, almost like a Yu-Gi-Oh-ish kind of, a little more adulted. I don't say adult, but just a more mature version of the monster, so they weren't so bubbly and cutesy. Maybe a little more dark. But that's just a personal taste. Some people will want, some people will post on this video and say, "Oh no, you have to keep them cute," and that's preference and all. But yes, give it a shot if you've never played one. Now this one's a great one to get into. It's all new Pokemon, so you can trade with people that have it, so you're not getting ripped off with some crappy Pokemon and everything. So I suggest pick it up, guys. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.